narcissist that makes them fall and want to kill themselves after breaking up with you. Narcissists relentlessly strive to dismantle their victims. Their ultimate desire is to witness your complete destruction. They yearn for you to become so reliant on them that leaving becomes seemingly impossible. In fact, if you were to succumb to suicide along the way, it would only serve them better, as they could exploit a fresh source of sympathy and engage in manipulative acts. The true question at hand is what you hope to achieve through this separation. However, rest assured that your future holds readiness, joy, and contentment. Although the journey will not be easy, and improvements may not manifest overnight, at least you have made the decision to seize control. As you watch this film, I hope that all is well with you. Let us delve into today's discussion, which centers around the compelling reasons to permanently sever all emotional ties with a narcissist. Even in their absence, narcissists can keep us trapped in the past, underscoring the significance of recognizing the gravity of the situation. Despite attempts to cease communication, narcissists may still exert influence to persuade you to remain under their control. Regardless of your efforts or theirs, they will always remain a narcissist. After a breakup, they may perceive you as still belonging to them. When engaging with a narcissist, there are 3 potential outcomes. Some individuals are capable of picking themselves up, moving forward with their lives, and appreciating the newfound freedom they possess. However, for others, breaking free from the mental and emotional shackles proves far more challenging. We acknowledge those who still carry affection for their narcissistic abuser, despite the pain inflicted upon them. The film today focuses on these last 2 categories, as they are the ones who maintain some level of attachment to the narcissist. Narcissists possess the ability to cultivate obsession within their victims, often marked by an intense emotional investment. Understanding the origins of this problem will shed light on why cases 2 and 3 persist. Nevertheless, if you still hold personal care for the narcissist, it renders both scenarios irrelevant. First, let's explore the concept of attachment. Even with their numerous flaws, narcissists can attract romantic interest. People hold on to hope or maintain the belief that the narcissist may someday return or reclaim them. Those in dysfunctional relationships may find solace in the narcissist's attempts to reconnect. Even now, you may find yourself reminiscing about the positive aspects of the time spent with the narcissist. During the intense love-bombing phase, we felt cherished and valued. It is challenging to fathom how swiftly someone who once seemed like the perfect life partner can transform into your worst nightmare. We discussed the vital importance of shifting your perception of the narcissist, which initiates with acceptance. Acknowledging that they are not who they claim to be is a crucial step. Breaking free from trauma bonds necessitates recognizing that a problem exists. Despite knowing the harm they inflict, maintaining feelings for a narcissist indicates a profound and detrimental attachment that must be severed. Creating a journal where you record all the negative behaviors, words, and their impact on you can help avoid rationalizing or denying the narcissist's toxic actions. Reading through your journal entries whenever you feel nostalgic can reinforce the reality of the situation. Seeking support from a trained counselor to address your pain and betrayal may also provide solace and aid in your healing journey. Even if it feels like going through the motions, remember to prioritize self-care, engage in activities that bring you joy, and cherish the company of those who truly enrich your life. By doing so, you reclaim your self-worth and establish a mental distance from the narcissist. Maintaining a separate journal where you record only positive and uplifting thoughts and feelings about yourself, loved ones, and your aspirations can foster self-love and personal growth. Next, we will delve into the topic of hatred. It is essential to understand that harboring resentment against a narcissist deeply harms our own well-being more than it affects the narcissist. Waiting for the narcissist to act can induce anxiety and paranoia. Sustained exposure to stress and negative energy can detrimentally impact your nervous and immune systems, leading to physical and mental ailments. In essence, they have the power to make individuals physically and mentally unwell. It is crucial to recognize that both affection and hatred elicit strong emotions, and the narcissist manipulates these emotions to assert control. As our minds and spirits become exhausted, the narcissist loses their hold over us. Consequently, their goal is to manipulate our thoughts and emotions. It is pivotal for us to reach a stage where we are aware of their presence, but no longer react emotionally. They become disinteresting to us. By maintaining a state of detachment and acknowledging that they no longer hold power over us, we render ourselves immune to their negative impact. By ignoring their existence, we possess full knowledge of their traits, thoughts, and actions. Remember that being in the presence of narcissists can be draining. Recognizing the importance of creating distance between yourself and the narcissist is the initial step in breaking free from their influence. There is no exhilaration to be found there, only monotony. We extend our appreciation for your patience and engagement, and we assure you that in our upcoming videos, we will strive to provide answers that are both straightforward and easily understood. Please feel free to contribute to this discussion by leaving a comment below. We value your attention and time invested in watching this video. When you do this, best ways to break a narcissist's heart so they lose. Narcissists rely on your sense of helplessness and bondage to maintain control over you. They derive satisfaction from making you feel helpless, and they want you to experience maximum suffering before they leave. This reinforces their belief that they are in control of everything. However, it shatters them when you rise from the depths like the mythical phoenix and prove to be completely different from what they expected. You have the power to shift your perspective and demonstrate your superiority over the negative emotions they have instilled in you. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this film. In this segment, I will share 5 strategies to unveil the true nature of a narcissist in public, causing them to realize their misconceptions. If you want to delve deeper into this topic, be sure to subscribe by clicking the bell icon for updates. Let's get started. Modify your self-perception. Narcissists take pleasure in tearing others down, using derogatory statements such as "you're too fat," "you're too thin," "you're too outgoing." They manipulate you into doubting yourself, creating an illusion of escape impossibility. But it's all part of a trap designed to keep you submissive and under their control. The next logical step is to embrace and accept yourself exactly as you are right now. Develop unwavering faith in yourself and your abilities. Show yourself compassion and understanding. To prevent others from dictating your emotions, learn to trust your intuition and respect your own individuality. By eliminating negative influences and thoughts, you can improve your self-worth. You are the only one who can define your value, as it should not be determined by others. Discovering the intersection of your inner and outer selves is the key to achieving success. Taking charge of the void in your life means assuming the role you desire for yourself. Before expecting others to appreciate you, you must first appreciate yourself. Build the confidence to believe in yourself. Knowing and understanding yourself is essential in order to resist the definitions imposed upon you by others. Apply the brakes and slow down. If a narcissist loves you, they will go to great lengths to be with you. They may use positive words to uplift your spirits or negative comments to bring you down. This can lead you to seek their validation and approval, fearing the possibility of being left alone. The scars from previous abandonment need to be addressed, and any tendencies to people please must be modified to prevent others from manipulating you. It's crucial to toughen up, embrace your individuality, and resist the pressure to conform. Giving in to their insults and remarks only serves their agenda. Remember that when a narcissist speaks ill of others, it often reveals more about themselves than anyone else. Their criticisms of you reflect their own desires and struggles. Despite their efforts, narcissists cannot eliminate these inherent characteristics within themselves. However, there is no need for you to attempt to change them. The fact remains, even if some try to dismiss it. It signifies that they cannot ignore these aspects and will eventually have to confront them. As a means of dealing with their own issues, narcissists may try to inflict harm. They project onto you attributes and qualities they possess themselves. Train yourself to disregard their negative remarks and avoid anything that may harm your well-being. Cultivating a strong sense of self-worth is the most important thing you can do. When you are self-aware and genuinely value yourself, others cannot bring you down by highlighting your flaws. It is crucial to confront your fears and establish a solid sense of self and direction in life. Next, resist their attempts, no matter how strong they may be. Narcissists depend on receiving both positive and negative feedback from others to function. When they can evoke emotions such as anger, sadness, or apologies from you, they feel a sense of control over you. Whether your response is positive or negative, the outcome remains the same. It makes no difference whether you are angry, sad, sorry, happy, attentive, buying them gifts, taking them out, or engaged in any action. As long as you are engaged, they believe they have succeeded, and their influence prevails. Maintain control over your emotions when engaging with narcissists, as their actions are fueled by your reactions. If they sense that their behavior is harming you, they will continue to inflict torture and abuse. The most effective method to drive them to madness is to remain emotionless and indifferent to their actions. To achieve this, you must learn to consciously manage and regulate your emotions, exerting effort to control impulsive responses. By understanding and expressing your emotions during negotiations with a narcissist, you gain the upper hand, rendering them incapable of evoking emotional reactions from you in the long run. Train yourself to see the world as it truly is. Remember, it is never your fault nor your responsibility. Even if a narcissist tries to convince you otherwise, their problems are not your burden to bear. Nothing you say or do can compensate for their wrongdoings. In other words, you are not responsible. It may initially appear reasonable to think, I should have seen it coming. I should have left earlier. I should have trusted my instincts when their true colours showed. However, when events unfold, simplicity becomes elusive. When clouds obscure the sky, visibility diminishes or disappears entirely. It is important to acknowledge that you did not possess the level of knowledge on this subject that you do now. Currently, there is insufficient time and energy to give these ideas the consideration they deserve. What matters most is that you lack the necessary information to discern truth from falsehood at this juncture. Now that you have the means to pursue your objectives, you are entitled to make these claims. Although you have already taken action, you now assert that more could have been done on your part. However, in the moment, you had no insight into what was truly happening. Perhaps it is not in our nature to deceive, especially when it comes to those we care for and the relationships we have built. For instance, as parents, we often prefer to cling to an idealized version of our child rather than face the emotional pain of seeing them as they truly are. Overall, I believe you genuinely did your best. With the knowledge you had at the time, you made the most of your efforts. There is no need to be overly critical of yourself right from the start. This is unlikely to be helpful since they deliberately engage in denigration, lies, and manipulation to wield power over you. During moments of self-doubt, always reassure yourself of your innocence. To make this strategy effective, practice self-kindness. Recognize that their faults and struggles are being projected onto you. The perception of others does not define who you are, and it should not influence your behavior. Irrespective of others' beliefs, you remain true to yourself. The fifth and final recommendation is to establish and uphold clear boundaries. Without strong boundaries, it becomes easy for the narcissist to manipulate you into complying with all their demands. They require someone who will persist even when faced with rejection. They perceive a compliant companion as their best friend. Allowing others to control decision-making serves as a display of their leadership. If you find yourself in a situation where frequent contact with the narcissist is necessary due to co-parenting, legal obligations, or other circumstances, it becomes crucial to consistently apply and enforce boundaries. Be cautious of providing any room for interpretation that may entice the narcissist to exploit the situation. They may believe that the situation is not as dire as feared, and that they can still benefit from your involvement. Narcissists do not leave room for compromise. It's either they get everything or nothing at all. Narcissists can emerge unexpectedly at any given moment. The reality is that you must firmly say no. I apologize, but you cannot allow that. This signifies the conclusion of this discussion. I kindly request your immediate departure. Such behavior is strictly prohibited within my premises. I do not desire you to engage in those actions or visit me further. To effectively establish and maintain boundaries, it is essential to uphold the highest standards based on your values. Narcissists can only understand and respond when your language aligns with those standards. Narcissists will exert every effort to attain their desires from you. They may try to control various aspects of your personal life, including your leisure time and interactions with children. Whenever possible, strive to set limits and communicate your needs. However, approach boundary setting with utmost caution. Furthermore, thorough planning is required. It becomes your responsibility to ensure that anyone who violates the co-parenting agreement faces appropriate consequences. Engaging a third party, such as a court, can assist in achieving this. You have the power to hold them accountable. Communicate the potential consequences of crossing your boundaries to emphasize their importance and ensure their recognition. To effectively set limits, it is crucial to convey confidence and authority. At present, this concludes our discussion on the topic. I trust you were able to harness the pride of the narcissist to your advantage. We will have the opportunity to continue our conversation in the next video. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead.